Oh, wow! Dogs are getting all crazy. Pulling my controller everywhere. Oh, shit. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. I am Donnie. This is my channel. You will be offended. And we are back today in Cities Skylines Remastered on the PlayStation 5. So, stick around and we're going to have a good time today. Today we are working in... I got a mustache hair going up my nose. Hold on a second here. There we go. Okay. So, today we're working in the city of Moonshine. And if you know what the city of Moonshine is, it means that you've been around and you've been a subscriber, and I appreciate you and I thank you for your time. And if you don't know what the city of Moonshine is, welcome, and I appreciate you for joining us today. So, this is the city of Moonshine. We are building on a snow map, getting the city built up, and the reason I started building the city also with that beautiful interchange right there, I think it's awesome. Anyway, the reason we started working on this city and building it up, it was because, you know, I wanted something that I just could have fun with and not have to prepare for every single week. I've been doing a lot of work out of town. I do construction work and I've been out of town a lot, and it's really hard to get on my PlayStation when I'm out of town. I mean, I do have a portal, don't get me wrong, I do have a PlayStation portal, but it doesn't always connect right, so I can't always get onto my PlayStation when I want to. And so it leaves me with a lot of gaps in my playtime when I try to get things to put together, building up on the city and stuff like that, when I'm working on Fuchsia and prior to that, Westwood and stuff like that, and other cities that we had. I always tried to take a little time during the week to work on the city and things like that. And right now I just can't do it, and that's where basically the city of Moonshine came from. Hey, Chris, Tim, Nomus, welcome. That's where the city of Moonshine came from. And yeah, so here we are. It's a city that we are just sitting here playing, having some fun with. You get to see my imagination and the way I build kind of explode and come out and see how it works. And at the same time, I'm always willing to take suggestions from everybody. If they're like, hey, I think you should do something right there around that pond, blah, blah, blah. I'm always willing to check it out and see what we can and can't do. So definitely leave any comments below if you have any ideas and stuff like that, and I'm always willing to check them out. So let's get into this. We're here last week. We worked on Aspen Heights over here. Let's get in nice and close. We used one of the new DLCs here, the Emerging Cities DLC, and using that, I love the buildings that it pops up. It has these great buildings. They don't get really too big, but at the same time, they aren't really too small and everything like that. They're going to look really good, especially with the schools that we have there, the high capacity schools that we have there. And we're also using it, pardon me, for our business district over here. Because I want to see what it does with the business district. Because it's funny to me that the emerging cityscapes or whatever, emerging cities, or it does low you know, the lower housing, the shorter buildings and stuff like that, versus this side of the housing. This is all high capacity housing. So it's kind of interesting if they do that stuff, but I'm interested to see how it builds, what's going on, things like that. So that's why we put this in. Hey, and if there's any issues with the sound at all, please let me know so I can take care of that. I'm still kind of really figuring things out with this. I think I've got it so far, but you never know. You can always have something go wrong. I had somebody hit me up last week that were letting me know. Let's see, and I got cables galore. You see me sitting here messing with it. Just letting me know that it was sounding a little off, and so I fixed that, hopefully. And let's see, my mic audio, it looks like it's getting a little bit high there. I'm going to take that down just a notch. Take that down right about there. There's a little bit of background noise. I see it picking up, and I don't know if you can hear that, so we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and hit play, let the city continue building, and people moving around and things like that. So, all right, today, again, you know, this is a city that I'm building just kind of freely. I have no plan or anything like that, and I'm really enjoying that. And so let's see what we can build today. Last week we did that part of the city. I also remembered just now that we did this area too. This area looks freaking awesome. This is our little cemetery zone. As you can see, we've got a nice fence up around to protect the grounds. All the little flower spots are technically supposed to represent gravestones and things like that. And then, of course, we do have the couple little areas that do give you the actual, like, hearses and stuff like that. This here, I wanted it to be like a church type of thing. And this came out of, I believe, our one of the other new ones. Yeah, the countryside stuff. It's the town hall. But to me, I just looked at it and I'm like, man, that just looks like it's a great building for the entrance of, I mean, look at everybody's going there anyway, of this graveyard area. So, I mean, all these people are there, you know, mourning family members, I guess. So, all right, cool. And then, of course, you know, this, another one of the creator things here. I think this is for a crypto observatory or something like that. All right, let's see. We've got this neighborhood over here, and our needs are in business, and we definitely need to get our hands on some industrial zoning too. Let's go ahead and come over here. This will help us out. Oops. What we can do is come over here and just throw industrials down in this area where it's still needed. So, let's go with medium. No, I don't want those ones. Uh-oh, pause. Shit, I messed up. There we go. I accidentally deleted squares on that side. I didn't mean to. Oh. Crap. Alright, we need to do this. We need to do fill. Oh, I see what happened here. I did not fix. There's all stores over here. No, we can't allow that, sorry. I just need to fix the street and y'all will be fine. Hold on. Large roads, upgrade. Oops. Oh, so next weekend, when I get paid, I do plan on buying every single DLC for City Skylines on the PC. Every single one of them. Every single DLC. And if you don't know how much that costs, I looked it up. It was on Steam, and it was somewhere around like... Shit, hold on. I bet my computer could tell me. My computer. My, little AI assistant here. I forgot. But I'm going to spend way less than what it's supposed to cost. Every single DLC for... See if it figures out what I need the answer for there. My little assistant here. So, oh, darling. Yeah, you're looking to spend $300 to $400 something is what it's saying. It's not giving me an exact number, but if you're looking to buy every single DLC for this game at one time, and if you didn't have any discounts, you'd be looking to spend between $300 and $400, like $350, $450 on everything. And that's possibly even like, let's thinking of the game maybe in that, like, I don't know if the AI was necessarily thinking of buying the game at the same time, but that's definitely a lot of freaking money. But if I'm buying it through Steam, they actually have a really good offer that allows me, oh, let me get rid of that, that allows me to get everything, every single DLC for 66% off, and it comes to like $130 something. And I'm like, I am not going to pass that opportunity up. So next weekend, I'm going to spend $130-something. I'm going to buy every single DLC for the PC, throw it on there. And at that point, if you watched my last video, Console Player Plays PC, you'll see my struggles. And hopefully, by buying this, it fixes some of my struggles. So, hey, Spuds, welcome. David, welcome. Just now seeing your comments, I welcome you all. Welcome. Yeah, it is totally, like, seriously. When I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of money, and I only wanted to just play the game like I normally do, and I'm like, that's so much. And then I see this little thing like negative 66% or whatever. I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I'm gonna take that offer and go ahead and get all the DLCs for the PC. So what I was doing here, I totally lost myself there as I was talking about the DLCs and stuff. Trying to get this area set up. Let's clean this up. We can get rid of these. That's more area to use. There we go. Yeah, I want to be able to... Oh look, they're already set up and ready to go. See how much this will help my need for industrial, and then we'll go from there. What is that? Oh, it's a police box. It's from the heart of Korea. Okay. I know what that is. Alright, never mind. We got a couple spots we can fix the office spaces. If it'll do that. Because I had it messed up with the road. There we go. I'd rather have... Oh, you know what? I remember I did smaller office spaces through here on purpose, and now I'm kind of messing that up. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. These are all... Ooh, they're all light blue. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's go ahead and do this. This will help. Like, so if any offices build up to, like, full height over here, and one thing we can do... Oh, God. See, there's so many different things about the controls on here that make it so much better. Okay, high-rise ban is already in effect. Okay. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's throw a high-rise ban in. And then I want to take... I want to take some of these buildings closer to the offices. And we're going to go ahead and delete them. Let's pause this. Oh, it is already paused. Right around the office buildings. And now that there's a high-rise ban, I think it should be sufficient and look good. That one's in its, like, building phase. And we don't have to be, like, you know, in a perfect line across. We can have a mix. In fact, we can come over here, throw a couple of high-rise just a little bit out, too, just for fun. And leave a couple lower buildings in the front here too. That'd be fine. Like, it's kind of a mix. Like, you know, they're building up the area. It's a mix of stuff. Let's go ahead and do this. Everything else has been filled in that I want filled in. So we can go ahead and throw that down like that. That'll give us these taller buildings, but they're not going to fulfill their particular height and stuff. 66% off is way cool. That's why I'm taking that deal. Just got the Talos Principle. One of the stupid off was like $2. Oh, really? I've been wanting to check that one out, actually. That's, I might be mixing it up with another game in my mind, so I'm not gonna... But I know the name. I know the name. It's something I definitely have on, like, a wish list, so... £250? That's crazy. You know what's funny is, every once in a while, like Steam always does really great sales, but every once in a while what I like to do is, it used to be called cdkeys.com. They changed the name, I found out. It's called loaded.com now. I don't know why they changed the name, but loaded.com, and it used to be CD Keys. I could not find the DLC for Skyrim on Steam. It's hidden. It's there, but it's hidden, and it's full price. Like they like for some reason it's full price for the DLC for a game that's like 1 billion years old. And so I went on Loaded and I looked, and CD Keys, Loaded, whatever you want to call it, and I found it for like, I want to say $7 on there. So every once in a while, what I like to do is go on cdkeys/loaded.com, and you can still type in cdkeys.com, and I believe it brings you to, excuse me, I got burps. It brings you to Loaded, and will get you all set up with all the same stuff. But I think it was like $7, and I got all the DLC for Skyrim, and so I went and put the key in on Steam, good to go, got everything, started putting all kinds of workshop items on there. I'm so happy about it. I haven't played that game in so long, and being able to play it on PC with mods and stuff like that made the game so much more exciting and new to me, and I think I'm going to have a good time in the future as a console player. I'm going to kind of make that my theme on a few of my upcoming videos and stuff. Not necessarily today's video. I'm always going to stick to console for a lot of stuff too, but I want to use that as a theme in the future here, and definitely start doing like a console player plays, and going back through older games that I used to play, or I've played on console, over all these years, and just getting to experience them on PC, and what the the mods, what the experience is like for a console player to pick that up and attempt to go ahead and play with a mouse and keyboard versus a controller. Now, I have been playing this one game. I've been addicted to this one game the past couple days. It's a total NSFW adults only game called Ravager. Totally adults only. It's a pervy ass game, and I've been loving the shit out of it. And got Titanfall the other week. Oh, I love Titanfall. Ooh, that'd be a good one to try on PC versus damn. But I've been loving that, and the funny thing is I'm like, oh, this is so easy. All you do is you sit there and you basically just tap your mouse key. Like, there's nothing else to it. So, it's do you know what Choose Your Own Adventure is? There's these books that came out when I was a kid. They're called Choose Your Own Adventure. And you would read through it, and you're like, oh, sweet. I'm reading the story, and then it gets to this point, like, do you choose to do this with this person? Or do you choose to do this with that person? And you're like, oh, I choose to do this. And so I turn to page 52. So you gotta like, okay, now you're at 52. And then you start reading the story from that point, and it was so fun. I loved those books so much as a kid. I love this book too, by the way. I loved those books as a kid, and I read them all the time. And this game, like I said, it's a total NSFW adult pervy game. Ravager. You're a dragon, blah, blah, blah. There's women. It's super fun, though, and it's that total choose your own adventure. Speaking of reading, I still read. Even to this day, I love reading. We got Tom Sawyer, super awesome book. Love that. The classic. This is another classic right here. One of the best. I heard recently that they're doing something new in Las Vegas, and I've got to go see this. Wizard of Oz, amazing book. Got to go to the Sphere in Las Vegas and check out their Wizard of Oz movie that they're showing. Apparently, it's a whole 4D experience at the Sphere in Vegas. I've got to see it. I love the movie. I love the book. Got to go to Las Vegas and experience that. So, yes, I am a total reader. I've got Tom Sawyer. I've got Wizard of Oz right here on my desk. I've got this One Piece comic book. I love them. I love them to death. So, just something I've always done all my life. It's, I don't know about other people, but there's something to me that where I can just get into, I can get into that like vibe of reading. I don't know how to explain it. Like I love it so much that I have the ability. I don't know. I'm not trying to say other people don't or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how to explain this, but I just have this weird ability that as I'm reading a book, I can see that world. I can experience that world of that book in my mind. Like I just see it. I experience it. I form it. Everything. So, and then the funny thing is, if you ever like read a book and then watched a movie of it, let's say for instance Harry Potter, which yeah I have somewhere around here, every single copy of it. Harry Potter, for example, is one of those books where after I watched the movie, I totally fell in love with the movies at the same time, and there are aspects that in the movie play over into my mind. Those are the characters now that form in my mind. So Hermione, Harry, obviously all those main characters and stuff like that are going to look how they did in the movies to me as I'm reading the books for the bazillionth time. And then there are other characters though that I didn't necessarily like the way they looked in the movie. So let's say Draco Malfoy. Like, okay, I'm not saying that the kid that played him was a bad, actor or anything like that. He's done other stuff, and I think he's done pretty well in other shows and movies he's been in. But as far as Draco, I just didn't like him as Draco. That's my own personal opinion about it, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm sure other people have opinions about it. There's this YouTube Shorts girl I watch on YouTube every once in a while, and she looks like when she puts her hair. All these need to be taken away. When she puts her hair back, she looks like Draco Malfoy. It's so freaking hilarious. And she makes videos about it. She's actually met, I think his name is Tom Felton or something like that. Whatever his name. She's actually met him and stuff, and they've done videos together. It's freaking hilarious, you know what I mean? So, but when I'm reading those books and I'm playing them in my mind as I'm reading them, I don't know if other people have that imagination where you play the book out in your mind. And that happens to me too with like stuff like this. Like when I read this book, all the characters from that movie that I grew up with are all in my mind as I read that book. And it's like it plays through as I'm reading it. They're talking to each other. And what the coolest part is to me about reading books is like you don't necessarily have to... Oops, I messed that up. Keep the scenes from the movie in your mind. You can make all the new scenes in the from the movie, you know what I mean? Like, you can look at it from a total different perspective than what the movie gave you. You can still have the same character in your mind, but still look at it in a perspective that, oh, I'm looking at this character now from the perspective of them just talking, you know what I mean? Like your own way of looking at the movie or whatever versus how it was shown to you. Like, I don't know. I'm rambling here, but that's part of the fun of getting to do a stream like this, is just getting to talk and explore things and do stuff like that. So let's have a little bit of fun here today. We're going to go ahead and throw down some big buildings now. So I'm going to go ahead and go large. The rest of this is all going to be large buildings on this side, in my opinion. I think that'd be a good way to go with it. But I want to be slightly careful. Okay, I'm still paused because I have to adjust the road over there. I see there's some spots that and I'm not going to keep these from growing as large as they want to grow. I want them to be large on this side. I think towards the river here, we should go ahead and let high rises just really show up and expand and do high rises all the way up to the water here. And then over here, let's go ahead and do like a small community and smaller buildings and housing and stuff like that, and let them like really have private homes that enjoy the waterfront here and stuff like that. And then at the same time on this side, I have completely all in my brain since the beginning of this map build I've put in, this is all going to be harbor, ships, we'll have the cruise ships coming in, stuff like that. So yeah. But I think now is the time to really start working on those buildings that are going to expand and build up the city part of our city here. Whereas all this, I want to stay with lower buildings, the smaller buildings and stuff. I can't come up with the words. I don't know what the words are. I'm sorry. I played this game for so many years and I can't remember whatever this is. Low density, right? Like that. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I drink. Maybe it's because I smoke pot. You know, that short-term memory loss. Although it's long-term memory, so whatever. Anyway. I promise you, I go to work completely sober. I'm not that type of person. I just enjoy my weekends a little too much. Alright, so Ivy District here, we've been working on. I want to start doing this mix, this amalgamation of the lower buildings, the lower density buildings with the higher density buildings, now that we looked up the word a second ago. If I use density at least another couple of times in a sentence within the first couple of minutes, so like if I talk about high density housing, low density housing, high density business district, low density business district, the longer I keep the word density in my mind and I try to use it in a sentence, as far as talking about high density buildings over here for the business district and then the low density business, that word will stick and retain in my mind. I don't know if you know this or not, but that's something I learned when I was younger. If you do that a lot, you'll tend to remember those words and be like, oh, this is my low density part of the district right here. And then over here, we're going to do high density. And that word tends to stick around in your mind a lot more. So if you remember that later on, I know it's something stupid and rambling coming off my mouth, but if you remember that later on, you'll remember a lot of words that you have a problem with remembering. Names, I do the same thing with names. If I'm talking to somebody, like the other day I was talking to a guy named Matt, and Matt told me his name. I've talked to this guy probably 100 times before I learned his name, and I'm like, I have to learn this guy's name. I've talked to him so many times. His name is Matt. One of the things that helped me is I also placed it with another Matt that I know. And I'm, oh, okay, there's that Matt in my life, and I can remember that Matt because of that reason, and this guy's name is Matt, and I'll connect them. But I was like, oh, hey, Matt, how you doing? Dude, Matt, that was such a funny thing. I was talking about the other with my friend, and he was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But, dude, Matt, that is, like, the greatest thing ever. So if you say their name to them, don't try to, like, hey, Matt, 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 but try to throw it into the sentence respectively, and that's going to help you remember people's names, too. So, kind of the same principle of things. I'm going to go to this road right here. This is a 4-lane road. I'm rambling a lot today, but I don't care. I'm having some fun. This 4-lane road right here, and I need to change the zoning on it because there's a couple spots over here that are messed up. So over here is fine, all through here. But right here is where it starts to get some problems. I want to change that. Yes, we shall keep the tram line going through here, because you never know what we're going to do on this side of the map either. You know what I mean? Like, we probably do want to bring the tram this way. This is probably a good way to do it, is on the main road. We don't have to have stops on the main road. The tram can just travel like a regular car, and then once it gets into the neighborhood, it can start stopping and doing this thing there. So, and which reminds me, we need to come up with some proper tram lines and stops and stuff through here. And one of the things I wanted to do is, you see this middle road right here, there's two of them, so we can have this road, which is going to be kind of curvy and everything like that, and we can leave this one alone for regular car traffic, vehicle traffic. But this road, let's pretend the city made this one more straight with a tiny slight curve on it on purpose, because what we wanted to do was add in our tram lines over here, because I think this is going to make a great, since this is all business and everything like that, this is going to be a great spot for tram lines to run through, and I want the 4-lane, and make a good little stopping and, you know, stop area, I guess. I was trying a tram stop. There we go. I was thinking bus stop in the back of my mind, but it was not what I wanted to say. So there we go. Tram stop. Let's make sure we have zoning on. I keep hitting the button too much. Okay, there we go. Because I want to keep as many of this as I can. There's probably going to be some spots that'll make me change. Who knows? Let's go and see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so I wanted that to run through the center there, and then from here, you see our little walkway that goes around our cemetery right here. Oh, hold on, hold on. Shit! Oh my god. Oh man. Okay. Fill. There we go. I totally screwed up. I don't know what I just did, but I messed up all of this, and I gotta fix it. Okay, there we go. I was in that larger circle there that messed it up. Alright, so let's go ahead. I love those books as a kid too, so I've seen that comment a long time ago, but I just wanted to say, I love those kids. I loved those books as a kid. Let me make sure I speak that properly so I don't sound weird. I loved those books as a kid too, and that's why as an adult, when I find stuff like this, I didn't have them in my library. I probably got rid of them a long time ago for whatever reason or lost them. And I found them not too long ago, probably about I want to say 6-7 months ago I found those and I bought them, and that's why they're here currently. I've read through Wizard of Oz, I love it. And you get to this. One of the cool things about this book is there was an artist that did, I think these are original drawings from the original art that they threw in on this book. And I totally loved it. I was enjoying it. Which, at the same time, like I said, I think of, like, Dorothy as Dorothy from the movie and stuff like that. So when they show... I don't think that's Dorothy. Hold on. So when they show Dorothy, this one here, when they show Dorothy, I don't really think of her in the character that they show in the original, like, drawings and stuff, so... I don't know. Other people probably do the same thing, I'm sure. I want to take this. Do stuff like that. Since we have all this going on, people can walk back and forth. There's plenty of trails there. One thing I'd like to do is take this trail. Do something like that. I know, I keep rambling today, but I'm having fun with it, so I don't care. Alright, that's looking good. I like the way I have the trails just kind of spreading off from the hospital there. The hospital has its own road around it, even. That way, like, the ambulance can come back here and bam, it parks, you know what I mean? Ooh! I just had a really good idea, too. Nope, this one. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna find our multi-story parking lot. And if we can fit this in here somewhere without messing anything up. A lot of the hospitals around me have multi-story parking. Oh, not a lot. Okay, I got like 3 hospitals around me, but they have multi-story parking lots. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. And then I want to do this. Check this out. This will be fun. We can come in here and grab medical laboratory. Oh, it's huge. Never mind. Let's grab our plastic surgery center, which I think we might have... No, we didn't throw down already yet. Okay, so we're going to throw this in. I mean, everybody needs a plastic surgery center, right? Get that in right there. Then we need our... I think the faculty should work then. The faculty building. It works as a college, which is funny. Let's do one right there. And then that way, anything that builds up in between there kind of looks like it should go with the parking and the buildings for the hospital and the cemetery right there. Like, it's its own little complex. That's the way I'm looking at this, right? Like, Terry Pratchett's Discworld. I'm writing that down. I love reading, so you ain't gonna see me turning down a suggestion. You know, one of my absolute favorite books. I can't find it. One of my absolute favorite books, Ready Player One. Don't watch the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I've never seen the movie Ready Player One. I've wanted to. I've been tempted to. I really want to see the movie Ready Player One, but I read the book first. And in my mind, all the characters that are there, like I was talking about before, like Ready Player One, one of the best stories I've ever freaking read. I love it. I love it so much. One of those dystopian, awesome, like, I don't know, just a world I've always dreamed of getting to experience, I guess. I don't know, like, I want to experience other worlds, and worlds that I read in books and stuff have always intrigued me. I've always wanted to go into space, like Star Wars and the movies, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I've never seen the movie Ready Player One, but I've read the book Ready Player One. I've heard the movie's great. I have heard the movie is good, but I love that movie. So anyway, let's write this down. Terry Pratchett. I have this weird, like, thing lately. When I'm writing P's and R's next to each other, I tend to write, like on Pratchett right there, I wrote the R first and then wrote the P. I don't know how that is happening in my brain, but that is what's going on. Two T's and an S, Discworld. I probably could find it on Amazon, right? I also do, like, not only do I buy physical books, I do also get, like, Amazon and stuff like that, like Amazon Reader. Oh, look, there we go. Pratchett Discworld. Novels, series 1 through 5. Oh, you son of a bitch. You set me up. Oh, I'm going to have to read them all now. There we go. We got a 5-book collection for $39. Add to cart. There we go. Alright. Alright. There we go. It's in the cart. I thought 1 book, 5. Now you got me hooked, so. When it becomes a series like that, you know what's funny is I say this, but when it becomes a series like that, I really get interested because I love when stories evolve and take time and you can build on them and stuff like that. One of the reasons I love One Piece, it's been around for so damn long. And it's funny that I say that because one series I've never read or watched is Everybody Loves It. It's from HBO with all the naked dick swinging and shit. Dragons. See, that's why I've never watched it. And for some reason, I don't know why, I should read it. I should read the books. I know the books have a different name than the HBO series. 30 to 40 books in the series. No, that was only 5 books. Oh my god. Hold on. Are you kidding me? That was the price for 5 books. Oh, that's 1 through 5. Oh shit. Okay, we've got... I see the sorcerer on the front. We got the color of, the light, equal, death comes to us all, An 8... Oh, okay, I don't know what this is. Probably that's the sorcerer. Oh my god. Alright, I'm definitely checking it out. I'm definitely checking it out. Alright. Let's get this built. We have this pause. I want to do a couple... Oops. I want to do a couple things here, though. I want to add a couple of office spaces in here. Oh, man. I can't believe that series is that large. I'm going to check it out, though. I'm going to check it out. That is... Oh, my God. Alright, you got me. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna probably enjoy the hell out of it. I love reading, so let's do it, let's do it. It'll be something I can do when I'm sitting in the trailer, and instead of watching YouTube videos, I'll pull out a book and start reading it. That'll be a good way to go. Let's add a couple more offices right here. I'm going to let this play out. Now, while this is playing out and building up the buildings, what I want to do is go in here and take our tram lines, and we're going to start setting up. Awesome. Okay, we've got a tram line that goes through here. And it has a stop right here at the hospital. And a stop here, okay. Then we've got a stop here for that tram line and a stop here that connects it to all of this. So what we need to do if there's any tough ones, like I believe you. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so I want to start in the center line here, where I want something to go. Let's go here. Which direction is going this way? Okay. Let's add a stop there. That is a long way to go. Okay, add a stop there. Like I said, I don't want to put any stops on these bigger roads because I'd rather that this is where the tram just gets some like action, some speed, and it gets going, and then comes over here and bam, there's our stop, right? Like, much better. Add one more in and complete the line. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what, 5 or 6 stops there? That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, the other direction. I don't want to do it in this. I guess we could do it in the same spot. Oh, yeah, I guess they're going the other direction, so it's not going to be in the way of the track. So we could do that. Add a stop there. Add one next to that stop. Alright, we're going to add one here by the hospital. But we're going to skip that stop area, and we're going to come down here, and we'll add one in there. And what I want to do is I want one close enough to these two stops, but not the same stop. I want them to, like... In fact, let's go back one stop. And we're going to make a new one right here. And then our next one is going to be here. Perfect. Oh, I think that's perfect. Okay, so on these lines, they're going opposite directions. So having the stops next to each other is perfect. It's like, okay, here's a stop for this direction, here's a stop that direction. No worries about traffic problems with the trams themselves. So, dude is an amazing author. When he's a teenager, he had this summer job in a library and read the entire collection. Oh wait, that's not what I want. There we go. Oh my God. This is the drink I had when I went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got barely any sleep. So. Alright, I think those are perfect. I like having the stops next to each other because they're going in opposite directions and they should work just fine. We have a connection to this edge of the map. We sort of have a connection out this way. I only wish I could bring this dog bone. This dog bone's a good connection for everything. But I'd really like to bring this dog bone down over here next to this connection right here. And I think a good way to do that, it's probably not even the best idea in the world ever, but, you know, whatever. Tram track. Freeform. Ooh, yeah, like that. There we go. Now, what we can do is grab oh, I'd have to share that stop. So what we'll do is we'll make a new stop for it then on its own line here. And then they can walk back and forth from that stop to that stop. That should be good. Now the dog bone turned into a wrench. An open. Uh-oh. Are you fucking kidding me? I see all the snow. That's kind of cool. All the snow falling down. That is awesome, actually. That is so cool. So, a tornado? What the hell?
Tornado warning for the area.
Hold on a second.
Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
We don't live in an area that's tornado worthy. Crap. Please hit over here where there's nothing. Let's go add some water line. Oh my god, that's so good. I got leftover candy from Halloween. I'm giving out. And these Jolly Rancher gummies. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, there it is. Oh crap. Go that way. There is no shelter. I haven't built any. I didn't realize I had this on.
Touchdown in the area. Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
You know the coolest thing about being an adult at Halloween? Is not having to trick or treat for your candy. You could just buy a bag of it and you're fucking good. Damn, that is an intense ass storm. Look at all the snow coming down right now. That is a lot of snow. Got a major blizzard going on in the city, and then there's a tornado going on over there, destroying the highway and the train tracks. Damn tornado. Okay, that is a highway. Go ahead and start fixing it now since the tornado's getting the hell out of here. Maybe it's a 3-lane? Good now? Can y'all move? There we go. This weird little slime trail from it left behind. Alright, now our train tracks. There we go. Can you move now? You good? Oh, it disappeared. There we go. There's a new one. That's a weird looking train. That is seriously a weird looking train. It's like a bus with 2 faces on train tracks. Are you done yet? Are you just gonna keep going up over the mountain there? Alright, see ya. No worries, we're good to go. We need our y'all saw that, right? There is a certain position where you can see all these tram lines like glowing purple, and it was doing it a second ago. I'm not sure how to make it recreate itself. Oh, there we go. It started to do it. I think it has something to do with the... BAM! Oh my god, it started to. Oh, that's the lightning striking on... Oh, I see now. Well, shit. That's awesome. That is so cool. The lightning strike makes everything glow like that. That is so cool. Alright. I know there's a weird bug. Like, check this out. Maybe we can do it. Sometimes there's this weird bug at night. Well, the lightning is making it spark up, but it's not sparking up right now. I know I've shown it off before. There's like this weird bug that shows up. Oh man, this looks so cool right now. The blizzard in the middle of the night on the city of Moonshine. Are you fucking kidding me? We just got rid of the damn thing, I thought. Ooh, I happened to pause it right when everything was glowing.
Seek shelter immediately if enemies available.
Oh, that looks so cool. I gotta get a picture of that. Hold on a second here. Oh, crap! Get a couple of screenshots for this. Oh, man, that is awesome. Alright, I'm having too much fun here. Holy crap. That was the perfect capture. Holy smokes, though. Right? That was perfect. Okay, let's get some water. Oh, hold on. We need to fix the time of day here. I don't remember when I turned the disasters on. Apparently they are, though. So let's roll with it. Why not? We'll have some fun. Alright, we need to get some water, or not water, water and heating lines down in our city. One thing I found pretty cool in my trying out of the PC version of City Skylines was getting to see that there are different things that are the same. Like there's you can still get rid of all of the the snapping options there, and that helps to make things work better for you and stuff like that. So, oops. So there are things that are the similar, but whether it's PC or console, that I have found like, okay, if I do the same thing that I'm doing in console to do this, it's going to make my experience here on PC that much better, so. That was great timing. I can't believe that. I'm so glad. I'm glad I was able to get some screenshots of that too, so. We definitely have to share those later on. The roads are becoming covered in snow right now because of this blizzard. So that means I need to get my hands on another... Well, all the roads are covered in snow right now. I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, if you have a real blizzard going on, like, even the plows aren't keeping up with that. Come on now. Even Mr. Plow can't keep up with that. That name again is Mr. Plow. If you're a Simpsons fan, you know where that is. Dang, it is snowy. Alright, this is a business district, so let's go ahead, and we got a lot of freeways and stuff over here, so let's go ahead and throw down a little spot over here. Alright, that works. Now what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and find our... Nope. Am I looking in the wrong spots here? It might be. Go ahead and add another geothermal station over here. Oh, that's huge. Alright, you'll see what I'm doing. I'm thinking of all the snow that we're accumulating right now. And this little area is going to be more of a services area that I'm working on right now. So it's going to have like the ability to send out our snowplows. But if I can find them, because I don't know where they are. They're in here somewhere. They in here, maybe? Bus, trolley, tram, metro, train, blah, 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 negative. In here, maybe. Disaster, no. How am I so lost? Under roads, I bet. Under roads. Yep, there we go. I was hoping to get one on this side and then one on this side, but I guess we could do that and then turn the rest of those roads into zoneless. It shouldn't do anything to the snow dump there, but it'll still use it and leave it right there. That should be fine. Power, of course, power. Doom, doom, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so at the same time, those Jolly Rancher gummies are good, but these Jolly Rancher little taffies are good. They're kind of like Starburst. But the one thing about them is they're a little harder than Starburst. So these ones you might want to leave in your pocket for a minute. Nice, look at that. The snowplows are on their way. Awesome. Well, this snowplow's been busy in the business zones and stuff over here. It's gonna take a while for him to get over here, I bet, to Aspen. Oh well. That's life. That's how it happens. Okay, power, huh? Put something out here. I want to use this little area between here and here as like, I'm not 100% sure yet, but like maybe a park or something like that. I love building parks, so it's a good area for it. Not 100% sure yet, though. Yeah, as time goes on, we'll get to those points in the game where we'll build things and we'll do stuff. And I think today was pretty productive, though, sort of. I talked a lot. Oh, I dropped my Jolly Rancher. Definitely talked my ass off today. You know, I'm not sure where to go today with the rest of this program. Except eating my Jolly Rancher that won't open. You son of a bitch. There we go. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it a day after introducing the IB district into everything here and building a couple things. What I want to do is come back next week a little more in the process of thinking towards building this way, I think. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But for now, I really am hungry. I need to go eat. This candy is not doing it for me. I appreciate y'all for joining me today. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to start building shelters. You're totally right. That will happen. Let's start doing that next.